Growing up, I didn't know I had autism, nor did I knew what autism was. In fact, I didn't know anything about the outside world except for what my family has taught me. I knew I had a disability, which was a learning disability, but that's just pretty much it. But somehow, in a sense, deep down, I knew I was different. But I thought I was a typical child. So for the first 18 years of my life, I was led to believe that I was normal. It wasn't until I left home at the beginning of my senior year, long story, and went to go live with my best friend after a failed attempt to live with another family member. That's when I learned that I had autism. It started with my best friend's mom telling me about autism. And at first I was like, what is autism? And I couldn't understand what she was talking about. And she was telling me about groups on Facebook that supports people with autism that I can join so I can get all the support I can get. But I wasn't understanding her because this was all new information and I was trying to figure out what she was trying to tell me. It wasn't until a week before my 19th birthday is when my guidance counselor took me to a clinic where they specialize in diagnosing people with autism. They did the report at the clinic and had me do a couple of activities. And then on my 19th birthday, while I was at school, one of the staffs from the clinic observed me, and after they put together their final report, that's when I officially learned that I had autism. And this changed my life drastically because I went from not having autism and believing that was normal to suddenly I have autism. And for a while I kept denying it and still want to believe that I was normal because this was all a shock to me and I just didn't want to believe that I had autism. But within a year after I graduated high school, I started to learn and accept and embrace my autism. And now I have fully embraced and accepted my autism as a part of who I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. And I'm proud to say that I'm autistic, and I'm not ashamed of it. And now I'm telling you my story along with all the other videos I've been doing while advocating for people with autism. And I'm sharing you my story because I want to let you all know that you are not alone. And if you are struggling with autism, rather if you already known you have autism, or you suddenly found out you had autism and you're struggling with it, you are not alone. And I just want to let you all know that you are all loved. And I encourage each and every one of you to accept and embrace your autism. And that is a part of who we are, and it's not gonna change it. And don't be ashamed of it. And it's been both a blessing and a gift, because not only did I learn about myself, but I've also learned that I've had amazing talents, and I've also learned who I was, and that I should embark on this journey and embrace it. And and I won't lie to you, this journey has also been rocky as far as coping and accepting and learning how to live with autism. But with all the struggles and challenges I faced, it was all worth it because it shaped me into the person that I am today. And I'm glad that I learned that I had autism, and I'm glad to know that I have autism, and I'm proudly to say that I am autistic and I am proud. Don't forget, I'm selling Autism Awareness Bracelet and love and support for people with autism. With each purchases, we are showing our love and support for people with autism. This has been my mission to help spread awareness and acceptance for people with autism, as myself have learned and know personally what it's like to live with autism. And I believe these bracelets is a perfect way to show our love and support for people with autism. If you would like to make a purchase of these bracelets or any of our other products, visit my website and place your order. Link is in my bio. I'm also having a spring sale, which will go on until June 20th. Everything is half off. I have other bracelets, t-shirts, and more, all for a fair price. Use the promo code SPRING25 to get the sales price. But hurry, spring sale ends on June 20th.